Huawei is once again making headlines as rumors surrounding the upcoming Mate 80 series start heating up. According to fresh leaks surfacing on Chinese social media, the Huawei Mate 80 lineup is now tipped to launch in December this year. If this turns out to be true, it aligns well with the brand's traditional launch pattern and also contradicts some earlier rumors that hinted at a delay until 2026. The latest information comes from a known tipster on Weibo who has a track record of accurate Huawei leaks. This time, the tipster claims that Huawei is planning to unveil a Mate 80 series in the final month of 2025. Interestingly, the leak is accompanied by hashtags pointing towards the use of a brand new and more powerful Kirin 5G chipset. This upcoming chip is expected to bring not only faster performance, but also improved device efficiency, something Huawei has been working hard on, especially after reintroducing its in-house Kirin chips following a long break due to US trade restrictions. One major design shift this year could be in the display department. According to the same leak, all Mate 80 models are expected to feature flat screens instead of the curved panels we've seen on earlier models. This change might be surprising to some, especially since curved displays have been considered more premium in the smartphone industry. However, Huawei seems to be intentionally moving towards flat displays, perhaps to enhance durability, reduce costs, or improve the user experience, especially with protective accessories like screen guards and cases. The move to flat screens isn't just a design decision for one model either. It appears that Huawei has significantly increased its demand for flat panel displays, suggesting that this might become a consistent trend across multiple future devices. With the growing popularity of flat screens in the Android ecosystem, Huawei might be aligning itself with broader user preferences while still introducing new display technologies. For those who might not be familiar with Huawei's launch timeline, the company typically introduces two major flagship lines each year: the P series, which is now rebranded to Pura, and the Mate series. The Pura models are usually launched in the first half of the year and are well known for their sleek designs and industry-leading camera capabilities. They appeal to users who prioritize photography and aesthetics. In contrast, the Mate series is more focused on power, performance, and advanced hardware. These models are typically launched in the second half of the year, often incorporating new Kirin chips and cutting-edge technologies for a smooth and efficient user experience. The Mate lineup usually sets the tone for Huawei's innovation, especially in areas like battery life, multitasking, and AI-powered features. This year, though, there's been a noticeable delay in Huawei's flagship release schedule. The Pura 80 series, for example, was originally expected to arrive in either May or July. However, recent rumors suggest that it may not launch until August. That's already a few months later than the April debut of last year's models. A similar delay was initially expected for the Mate 80 series, with some early speculation indicating a 2026 launch. But now, this new December 2025 leak brings hope to Huawei fans, showing that the company is still planning to deliver the Mate 80 series within this calendar year. If that's the case, Huawei could close out 2025 on a strong note, offering a high-performance flagship lineup that competes with other late-year releases from rivals like Apple and Samsung. It's also worth noting that Huawei's decision to push the launch to December might be strategic. A late-year release would allow the company to include the very latest software and hardware enhancements, giving the Mate 80 series a competitive edge. Plus, it puts Huawei in a great position to capitalize on the holiday shopping season, both in China and in global markets where the brand is regaining momentum. With a new Kirin 5G chip, flat display design, and a focus on performance, the Huawei Mate 80 series is shaping up to be a strong contender in the flagship space. While there's still a lot we don't know, like the exact specifications, camera setup, or pricing, it's clear that Huawei is preparing something significant. We'll be keeping a close eye on any new developments, so make sure to subscribe and stay tuned for all the latest news on the Huawei Mate 80 series. December might feel far away, but if the leaks are accurate, we won't have to wait too long to see what Huawei has in store.